Hello and welcome back to the ClarkeCraft Let's Play. My name is of course Captain Clark and welcome to Season 2. It has been several months and I know there's a few of you that have noticed that I didn't quite open with this. Hello and welcome back to the ClarkeCraft server. But instead I said the ClarkeCraft Let's Play, and there is a reason for that. While this is indeed the same server and the server is still online, because it was a busy term and I got married, I didn't really do much on the server or host any events, so the server's kind of died at the moment. So yes, this is still the ClarkeCraft server, but for now we're focusing just on ourselves. And that means we can be a little bit selfish with our builds. We will no longer be building for the community, we'll be building for ourselves, and we will be working on our base and improving our base. Spawn Town is still there, the iron farm is working nicely, but pretty much anything else will be just for us. However, during recording of episode 17, which I admit I never finished, we did start work on this massive chunk hole down to the ground. And this I will be using later. I've scrapped the project that it was built for, but I'm not going to fill it back up because it is too nice, and it is in the ClarkeCraft Industries black and green color. So this we will save for later. For now it'll just sit here. It also means for now the capped shop will not be updated or restocked. I think only one thing was ever actually properly sold, so that is just going to go on hold until we get the server up and running again. But like I said, I'm not focusing on that for now. I've had a busy time recently and I just want to focus on playing the game again. And I will endeavor to make an episode per week or more if possible, as we improve on our base for the first time in a long time. Speaking of which, let's get back there. During my 3-month break on the ClarkeCraft server, I didn't do much building. I did do a little bit of mining and a little bit of stuff here and there. I did a lot of resource gathering, but I didn't actually do much in the way of building because I didn't want to do it off camera. These particle effects annoy me. Hang on. Oops, almost spoiler alert. There we go. One thing I did do with the introduction of the nether wart block, I did build a little nether wart farm. This is just temporary and I will be replacing it soon with something a little bit more permanent. But in the meantime it has provided us quite a few resources and continues to do so until we actually get around to building something where we want to. The second thing, and this is arguably the most important thing we've done so far, is the first of our farms. This is a 12 mini module sugarcane farm going 3 levels down, and each level has 2 modules and they are 2 sides. I will take you around the back now so you can see exactly how it works. It's not finished, the design. The farms themselves are finished, but we still need to do a little bit of cleanup work here, put in a door, a sign or something to make this look a little bit neat. A roof wouldn't hurt either. So at the back, all nice and neat. And if you come around to the front, you will see, if I can show you, which I cannot. Standing here we can see we have 9 sugarcane with 9 pistons right behind them. These are actually bud powered. And the way it works is if something grows, so do we have any? Yes we do, that's great. If we take a sugarcane and say this grows, it'll immediately push it all out. This is called bud powering. I will find another time to describe exactly how it works. In fact, I did do something like this in the Spawn Town, but I cannot remember offhand if it was done on camera or just done by myself sometime. However, this thing seems to be working really well. There are, of course, 6 modules this side and 6 modules that side. And if we go back down, they run in a water stream. Oops, lost a block. Like such. runs down to the middle here where it gets collected by a hopper and gets put into this chest. See, I need those blocks back, please. And that's that for now. So we have almost 2 stacks, but this is not really efficient in the sense I have to come down here every time I want, and with about 10 hours on the clock we already have almost half a double chest. So this thing's going to fill up quite quickly. So the aim today is hopefully we are going to build a new storage area just for our produce that we make in these farms. This is just the first of the farms we're going to be making. We still have a cactus farm, a melon farm, a pumpkin farm, wheat, carrots, potatoes. We're going to be moving all of our animals down here, and I think at least the first 10 episodes or so will be dedicated to kitting this place out with all our farms. And after that we can work on other things. Something I do want to get quite early on, however, is an elytra. And I think I'm going to invite your Haunted back onto the server for that, because I know he really enjoys going on to the end, and he wants to fight the Ender Dragon, and then we can go look for the elytra together. So yes, that's where we're going to start today. I had some ideas for our farming storage system. Seriously? Thank you. And one of them was actually coming down into our storage system down the bottom here and building a second level, because I was looking around, and bear in mind we need cactus, sugarcane, melon, pumpkin, wheat, potatoes and carrots, as well as beetroot even if we want to use that. There are not enough slots in this system here to support all that, and I don't want to take away some of our extra slots or some of our, well, we could I suppose, but we're not going to. So what I thought was continuing the staircase, so starting like here and building a second level just like this, or probably smaller, just with our local resources. Local resources? Did I say local resources? Just with our natural resources, our organics storage room, should we say. And obviously we need to redesign that and then build a whole new item system for that, as well as an item elevator to get items from that side all the way to this side without interfering with this system here, which is going to be the interesting one. So I think it's time I get onto the redstone testing world and we just find out how big a room we need to make to support what we want to do. Right, shall we begin? And as it turns out, this is the size of room we need. I've left a little bit of space for the walls, and the only thing I didn't count on was the here was the glowstone, which is right underneath the chest. I'm not quite sure if that's going to affect the final build, but the first things first, we need to actually build a staircase so we can get down here easily. I'm going to start that now, and I'll be back. Stairs and floor, done. Stair decorations, done. Walls, done. Chests, done. Chest decorations, done. And there we are. The room is complete. Not happy with these light glitches at the top here. I'm going to see if I can fix those. Obviously we're going to have a passage going down there. Actually one in each corner. And we still have to do the hopper system at the back. That I'm not going to do on camera because, like I said before, we did that in 2 episodes with the room above. So I'm going to get that sorted, and then we need to work on our collection system from our farm area. Let's get cracking. The hoppers and the item sorters all in place. We have a complete hopper ring that goes right around the build. It did get a little bit messy, but I managed to squeeze it all in. It actually runs right underneath this piece over here. I'll show you the back in a second, but what you can really see here is I've had to raise the floor a bit as there are hoppers running underneath here now. In the back section over here, we've had to raise the floor about half the room, and they seem to come out there and run across, but nothing interferes with the top system. We've got a baby zombie village in there, which we're going to heal up later on. but it all seems to be working so long. What we need to do now is hook this up to our farm system at the back. I know we only have one farm, but this will become the main thoroughfare for all items to get into the system. And what I've done, I've actually made a tunnel all the way from the level where our chest is in the sugarcane farm, and it happens to be almost perfect level to get to our storage room over here. I've had to empty it out a bit because I did a bit of AFK fishing and it filled up completely. But what we'll do is we'll put a block of water in that space over there, and it'll push any items down here. Now I thought of doing a hopper chain all the way from that one all the way down to an elevator, but as I'm going to show you now, that it's actually a lot slower and takes a lot more items and can actually cause more lag. So we're going to pop across the testing world now quickly, and we can have a look exactly what's going to happen. In front of me we have one hopper chain and one row of compressed ice with water of the same length. They're exactly the same. We have one hopper at the back, got one hopper at the end which feeds into a dropper, and otherwise they are identical lengths. At this end we've got two droppers that will feed one item into each one. What will happen is the item will then get transported down and ejected from the droppers down at this side. So we can do a test to see which one's faster. So I'm going to go up slightly and I'm going to click the button. Both hoppers are fired. So as you just saw there, the water streams are by far the fastest form of transport here. We can just test it one more time just to make sure it wasn't a fluke. Let's just try that again. Both are fired. In fact, the water streams are almost exactly twice as fast as the hoppers. As you saw there, I only fired off the second one as the first one popped out, and fired off both of them before this one fired one. So I think we're definitely going to be using this system with compressed ice, and we will be removing those two hoppers that currently feed into the chest. Right, let's head back there. First thing we need to do is make our tunnel slightly taller. Oops, don't need that. 4 blocks high so we can walk it in case we need to do some work in it. Right. Then we need some sort of collection system over here which will pick up the items to be put into our what happened there? We need some sort of collection system over here that will collect the items in a hopper and then put it in the elevator to be launched into our item system at the top. That I need to work on now. Alright, I have found the perfect spot. That way if I drop items by accident in my crafting area, it won't really affect it. I'm going to bring up the whole hopper chain here. Put droppers coming up. Okay, oops. Didn't think of that. Not a problem. Okay, so we had to do a little bit of modification here. Not too much, we just moved it back by 2 blocks, which allowed us to put in all our redstone circuitry, and I've included the hopper chain that will come from here. It does work. Right now I've put in a redstone torch here just to stop it from working, but if we throw stuff in, you'll see it'll go up. It's a little bit noisy, but it should be fine. The only thing is that you don't get all the items up. You'll normally end up with 1 or 2 stuck in the in the dropper chain. I've got 14, so I threw 16 in, so one should be around here, and one will be near the top, but that's fine, because our farms will be continuously working. So it won't matter if they're not all going through immediately. The farms will just keep going and they'll push them up one by one. And it's just farm stuff, so it's not like we're using diamonds. And then I've got this little light here that flickers every time it works. Although that might get a little bit annoying, so we'll see if we keep that. But yes, now what we're going to do is we're going to run some compressed ice all the way down here. And I say compressed so it doesn't melt when we put torches, because we want this. We're all set to put the water in. This is where we have to be careful, because if any items, actually that's a good point, if any items that do not belong in that system get in, they'll just loop continuously through our hoppers, and that could just cause lag. So what we're going to do is we're going to lock the system temporarily. Nothing will get through because the system goes up and it goes that way. So that creates a nice block there. What we're going to do now is we're going to place our bucket of water in there. Should push our water further this way. I still got ice, so we're going to remove these hoppers now. We're going to put our ice blocks there instead. Any items from now on will get pushed this way, as we will see now. Sorry, did that just go that way and then come back? Let's watch that again. There it is. Okay, they're getting stuck there, that's fine. Ow. Cat. Okay, so they do get stuck in the chest. We're going to fix that now. We're going to take our half slabs and I'm going to place one there. Followed by another water block there. Comes here. I know we don't need to, but we're just going to put a double block at the end there, just to stop anything from coming through. Great. Let's test it out. Yes, we can. Fine. So we're going to take 16 of these and we're going to throw them down. See what happens. From this point here. Now we can just throw those down at the same time. There it goes. Let's follow. I can already see the light flashing and the items have made it up. All 16 made it, but that's because I put up sugarcane, and that should stop at 18. Correct. So there'll always be 2 items in the system. But that's fine. That is perfectly fine. Let's take those out. Release that. We should see it come around now, and that torch will turn off in a minute. In fact, should I design this again, I will definitely use water streams over hopper. And there we go. We're just going to make a little place to stand. We're going to go and we're going to dump all of the sugar cane. We'll see what happens. Ah, did not expect that. That's fine. What we'll do now is break that chest. Let's block. Ah, did not expect that. That could cause a problem. Hang on. Okay. Break that chest. Place a block. Okay, did I get both chests? As long as I have the chest, it's fine. Okay, got the chest, that's fine. And it's done. And that should be that. I got a feeling we've overloaded our hopper at the end. but it should sort it out itself out shortly. Look there, we can see going through. And this thing's silent, I like it. It should only beep once. Okay, I'm going to give it a little helping hand. I don't want that to all despawn. So load up these hoppers. That's pretty much the best we can do. Whatever's left, whatever I can take, I'll take and put in the chest itself. So it should be wrapping around right now. That's perfect. It's all looking good. Great. I think that's our system done. We just need to clean this area up here. And we can move on. One nice thing about the system now is I can finally take all my nether wart and I can just throw it in here too. As this system also houses our nether wart storage, because that'll be part of a farm later on. I just love the way things, when they come down, they go one side and they slowly come back and go down. Right, that is all for the farms today. By the way, in 1.11 these farms are now broken, and I've literally just built them, but it will mean I'll have to completely redesign them. Luckily, I've already come up with an idea. I don't have to redesign the front. In fact, we'll probably gain one block on either end, because you won't have to have the redstone block there. But it'll mean redesigning the back and using an ether hopper clock, which, while I've built one in my testing world, I've never built one in this world, so that'll be a bit fun. But we are leaving the farms behind today. For one last little thing I want to do before we start the season off properly. Now that we've got our system downstairs working, I think it's time we address this area here. Because as we all know, granite is not nice. This block is hideous. And I think it's about time we do something about it, because I think this room is well overdue for an overhaul. So we're going to completely gut the place, maybe leave the floors in because those are okay, but for the walls and ceiling, they gotta go. My biggest complaint about the old look was it was rather flat, and that's something I've been working on my build to try and stop it from just looking 2D. Now, I tried several designs in my testing world, like this one, or this one. But in the end I chose the following, and I think it works quite well. It's completely different to what we've done before, and here we are. I haven't finished. I still have to try and do this top part here, but the rest is done, including the new space for a future project over here. I might just have to change out. Oh, need to change that. And this red glass might need to go because I've matched the granite, which we've now gotten rid of. So yes, let me know what you think of it. I am unsure. I quite like it, but oh, the one thing was, do you prefer these fences, the contrast there, or the contrast here with these fences? The only downside of this whole thing is the fact that my tunnel now has a stone. My tunnel has a wood wall where once was a polished diorite wall, and I thought of possibly doing something like that and covering this. Oh no, actually no, that won't work. No, that won't work because you'll still see these blocks here, so never mind. I think that's it for today. Progress has been made. Our system down the bottom is functioning very, very nicely. I did AFK fish overnight, and just to see how we're doing with our farms, our sugarcane goes up to there now. When we started, we were in this chest, 2 nights worth of AFKing, and we're up there. So that could be a problem because there are only 9 working chests. Obviously I made a mistake in my design, and if you come up here, this chest over here, sorry, this hop over here, which will then move to the second row of chests, will never fill the 5th chest, which causes a problem. But we can move that manually over time. So yes, essentially everything has 9 working chests. And that is where we're going to end for today. If there's anything you want to see in Season 2, please let me know. We are going to try and improve on a lot of things from Season 1, including working on some things in this base, and working on some hopefully larger scale projects and things we've never attempted before, including going to the end and getting that light trip, because I think that is really required. But that's where we're going to end for today. So if you liked the video, please leave a like. If you didn't like it, well, you know where the dislike button is. If you have a comment or suggestion, put it below, and always please subscribe. It's been Captain Clark. Enjoy. Goodbye.